All right, it is time to do CSS battle. So let's start our stopwatch and see what we today. Uh, Sort of a sword-looking thing. I don't know, but we try to go fast to start with. So let's see if we can do something. Background of the HTML is the brownish color. Do I want to deal with the body? I don't know. No. So we're just going to say position fixed and margin 0. Now we're going to have a paragraph tag, which means we need that paragraph tag in the DOM. Um, I'm going to do things a little backwards. That's okay. Actually, this maybe should be an image tag, but we're not going to argue about that. We're going to say height, 100 pixels. Um, Background. It's going to be the lighter color. We're going to load our extension because I think we should see this now. It has no width. Oh, because position fixed, right. Width, 100 pixels, sorry. All right. Top, 150. 100. Left, 100. 200. Rotate to 45 degrees. 150. Somewhere in there. That's actually pretty close. Okay. We're going to have another paragraph selector, which means we need another paragraph. This one is going to have a height of, I don't know, 200 pixels. Rotate 0 dig. Width 60 pixels. Left 180, 70. Top 0. Height can be a little shorter, 180. And then it needs a border. I don't know what it is, 20 pixels solid. And it's this color. And then we need to move it left a little more, 150. And up a little more, top minus 20. And it doesn't need that border on the bottom. So let's just say border inline. And then it needs to be taller again. Where that is. So 200, nope. 220. It's gonna have to be perfect, isn't it? I might get away with that. Yeah, I think I'll get away with that. Yep, got away with that. Okay, that took 3.5 minutes. It's a lot of characters, 221 for seemingly pretty simple thing. If we wanted to, there's no reason, well, there's no reason for a lot of this. There's no reason for any of that. But, we could do the square. I mean, we could do it as a background, a conic gradient, but it's going to be a long conic gradient. I'm going to pause here for a couple minutes and just, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm sitting here staring at the screen. I literally have no good ideas on this. So I'm just going to do something. So, what is that thing that I'm going to do? That's a good question. Let's get rid of the paragraph tags. All right, I have the background. It's that color. I'm going to make the body this square. I know it's not a complete square, but I'm going to make it that square, I think. Which means it needs a background of that color. It needs a rotate of 45 degrees. It needs margin. I should do that last. It needs margin. I don't know, 100, 150. That's something. There's my rotate. That is actually the correct square. That's surprising. Now I need a paragraph tag. Just so I can see it after we put it in the DOM. There it is. It's that little thing that you almost can't see on the screen. Margin 0. Rotate 0 deg. Oh, if I do that, okay. If I rotate it twice, 45. If I rotate it with the body and it gets rotated because it's of star selector, I think it's going to be 90 degrees off now, just to be really confusing. So let's say margin 0, 10. That's the opposite of what I expected. So minus 50. And it pulls this thing up, of course. If we want to deal with that, we have to have a height here. Which means we have to have a height here. Yeah, height is now width, and width is now height. Okay. Let's try making this 0, 10. Oh, height. I don't know what to make it. 50. There we go. Now we're getting something. Now, height to 20, 40. It's not changing anything. Why not? The margins. I hate dealing with rotated things. 80, 60. That doesn't matter. Nope. Okay. Can I make this? No. How do I pull that up? I don't think it's with this. That moves it. I hate rotated elements. I really, really do. I'm so bad at them. And I don't think it's doing something. Yeah. So, oh, well, that's the reason that's not working because I'm an idiot. Ugh. Can I move this? No, 50. Doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. This one should matter. Okay. Now we're getting close to something. Let's put a border. block, 20 pixels solid. Needs to be this color. Okay, now we can try to start walking this thing kind of into place, since we're somewhat close now. 90, 5. Okay, now the problem is it is not wide enough, so let's make it at 60. Now we need to walk it some more somewhere. Try 80, 2. Okay, now we need to move it straight up, which is easier said than done. That's the wrong way, 40. Now we need to move it the other way, 90. Okay. Can we adjust this to 20? Yes, but it adjusts everything. Let's try to get it somewhere close. Then 50. And then 10. Nope, moved it the wrong way. Let's try 80. Now we're close. 40 and 70. Nope, that's down too far. So this needs to be 60. And this needs to be 90. There we go. There's getting rid of that, and there's submitting. We didn't minify last time. We should have. I'm terrible about that. Oh, and 99.9%, of course. Really? Um, that's going to move stuff around significantly. I don't think that's better. I think that's worse. Yeah. That looks pretty good, but I suspect it's not going to give it to me. It is not. Well, that's just awful. Hmm. I mean, there are some ways to be more efficient with some of this, but it doesn't matter if it's not going to match anyway. Let's try something stupid. Yeah, that doesn't work. Can we get anything working without that period? 50, 60. That moves it down. So let's try 20, 0. And let's try moving it over 80, 90, 60, 50. Okay. Now can we constrain it in any other way? Hmm. Not easily. This number doesn't seem to be mattering at all. Whoops. I mean, I could, of course, translate. That moves it. That's not going to match. Nope. I don't know, very unsatisfying today. Uh, very unsatisfying. Not a match except for my earlier thing, my solutions. We can go ahead and unit replace and minify this. And my wife's printing is the noise you're hearing. Sorry about that. We could clean this up a little bit, but there's kind of no point. It's 218 characters. It's still going to be over 200 once we do silly stuff. I don't know. That's where I am today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.